Side here in this first quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Elliott. Demario Davis there on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check Mike 47, check Mike 47.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This is Elliott, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Oh, God, so fucking broken.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
Linebacker did nothing.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give. This is Murray. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, easy. Check. Shift. 21. 54, Mike. Sure, go.
On 1st down, Breeze looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Gameplay like that. Shit's stupid, man.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Breeze now on 1st down.
Oh, good.
Incomplete.
Like
Crisis
fucking
averted.
can't keep over
Almost
Thomas.
picked. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Breeze out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Oh, man, what are you doing? Why do they keep making him run that fucking road?
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Come on, man. Fuck.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out.
He's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
That shit ridiculous with these X
Second
factors.
timeout now as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. Here we go. Two. Check hot route. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
What's his ass, man?
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. A gain there of 21 yards. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Nigga making that long ass field goal.
Return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
What's his ass?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Fucking dude, man.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Elliott, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments.
There we go.
Looking for Cooper, and it's
there
intercepted.
We go, stupid bitch.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Intended that time for Cooper.
Baited him into that
interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. If there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right? As a receiver, if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This dude dropped the fucking pass. You sad motherfucker.
And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
54, Alpha. 54. I'm coming after you.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
5-8.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them...
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get on.
On second down, it's Pollard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And
that's going to be
incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Ezekiel Elliott taking the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Man, that was some bullshit,
Ezekiel
man.
Elliott, his
3 fucking niggas hit him at one time and he break all the fucking tackles.
Again taking the lead.
Fucking going ridiculous, man.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
I didn't know they'd be fucking mad enough,
here's
boy.
Marr to kick it away.
One fucking dumb thing after the other.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets past one man.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
You knew what I was running, huh?
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go, D. We're at 21. 5.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Again has it complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Come to me, it's me. 56, Mike, 56, right there. 56.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Ready? 5-9. Hey, easy. 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. 5-9. Here we go. Here we easy. Good.
To throw is Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this